for not committing a felony. What's that all about? Why was he taking drugs in the first place?
I don't know.
What was he thinking? He's sitting in his mansion thinking, here I am in the prime of my life making $3 million a year playing baseball. I've got a beautiful wife, 2 kids, a Mercedes. I don't know. I don't like it. How can I screw this thing up? Don't take drugs, Bob.
I won't, Dad.
Eat plenty of citrus fruits.
I will.
Tell smart women they're beautiful and beautiful women they're smart.
Okay.
Okay.
Thursday on an all-new Mad About You.
Kissing down your body.
Paul dials 976-JAMIE.
Just around your... Hold on a second, I have another call.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a full hour of Mad About You, followed by 1 hour of Seinfeld.
I want to slide my tongue around you like a snake.
Then, critics call Homicide powerful, brilliant. This week, you've got to watch it. Homicide. After 1 hour Mad About You and 1 hour Seinfeld. Must-see TV, NBC Thursday.
I don't know how to hold everything together anymore.
She feels her life isn't worth living.
I think Georgie's planning to kill herself.
This is my life, my decision. We're not going to let you do this. I don't need your permission.
I love you, and I will not let you go.
This time, her sister's love may not be enough. The Return of Sisters, NBC Saturday.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Hi, Dad. How's the play?
Hey, I just build the sets. Ask the director.
You know, it's just a church musical.
Hey, you're being too modest. I think it's really coming together.
Refrigerator art. Come on, Kirby, chow time.
So, what are we watching?
It's a show about a bunch of teenagers in Beverly Hills.
That guy's supposed to be a teenager? He's older than me. Look at those crow's feet. Look at that hairline.
Look at that sneer. He acts tough, but he's hurting inside.
Probably rheumatism.
I could reach him.
This is awful. 30-year-old teenagers. Guy looks like Wilfred Brimley. Hey, Paul, how come you didn't finish raking the leaves?
There wasn't room in the bag for that last pile.
So go get another bag.
It's dark outside.
Can't I tell you to do something without hearing reasons why you can't? Why can't you be more like Bob? Bob, go stand in the closet. You see that? Bob's going places.
Yeah, the closet.
Come here. I'm teasing. When I give Bob an order, he carries it out. Bob, did you know the moon's made out of snow?
I do now.
It's not. It's made out of rock. I like your attitude. You see that? He doesn't question me. That's why I like him better than the two of you put together. Come on, go finish the leaves.
Okay.
You grading papers?
Mm-hmm.
Any 16-year-old Hemingways?
Who knows? I just grade them by how good-looking the kid is. Jake Taylor. Ooh, A+. Something wrong?
I'm worried about Paul. He never finishes anything. What's he going to do when he has to go out and support himself?
Oh, he's awfully cute. Maybe he could be a gigolo.
You know what the problem is? There's just too many interesting things in this world. He can't seem to focus. Hey, how about if I have him come work at the warehouse? There's nothing interesting there.
I don't know, honey.
What? When I was his age, I enjoyed spending time with my dad.
Yeah, but Paul's so much cooler than you.
I wasn't cool.
You were in the band.
If you'd have seen me in my red and black hat with the tassel and the chin strap, you would have been all over me, baby.
You're such a geek.
Finished.
Did you put the rake away?
Be right back.
Wait a minute. Sit down first. Things are pretty busy down at the warehouse. I'd like you to start coming in after school and helping out for a couple hours.
You're putting me to work?
Sure. When I was your age, I was earning my own money. I was all over the neighborhood, shoveling snow and mowing lawns. People heard a knock on the door. They said, hey, there's that Bowman kid again.
Were they annoyed?
No, they weren't annoyed. They were happy.
Well, how much would I get paid?
I don't know.
How many breaks would I get?
I don't know. What, are you union all of a sudden?
Sounds like you really haven't thought this through.
I don't have to think this through. We're not negotiating here. You're doing this.
Okay.
All right, you start tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
Sounds fun.
Fun ahoy.
I'll be fine. Beats wasting his time watching TV.
Oh, like when you were his age, you didn't watch every episode of The Real McCoys?
Well, that was a good show. Walter Brennan. Always looked like he was gonna cry. Luke, why'd you take the money out of the cookie jar? You buy a fishing pole.
Making copies all day long. Love to sing the happy copy song. Hey, John.
Yeah, Drew.
I've been thinking, this isn't a Xerox copier. We're always saying, make a Xerox of this, make a Xerox of that, gotta make a Xerox.
Everybody calls a copy a Xerox.
Exactly. Have you ever thought what an advantage that is for a company? People say, give me a Kleenex when they need a tissue. In England, you hoover the rug.
Well, England, what's your point?
I think we should go into business for ourselves. Bowman Clark Security Products. And the key to our success will be this slogan, don't lock it, Clark it.
Don't lock it, Clark it.
Don't you get it? People will start thinking of a lock as a Clark.
So when a guy goes to a hardware store, he doesn't say, give me a lock.
He says, give me a Clark. Exactly. Don't forget to Clark the door.
Don't lock it, Clark it. This is great.
It's a gold mine.
We're going to be so rich. We'll have huge mansions with hundreds of servants. We'll drive solid gold turbo cars. And finally, when our power goes great enough, we'll make war upon God himself. What are you, nuts? Nobody's going to call a lock a Clark.
Not even in England?
No. I have too much free time. No, Paul should be here by now. Hey, Tommy!
Ooh, you shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
He's going to try to have a conversation with you.
I'm only going to ask him one simple question.
You'll be sorry.
Tommy, have you seen Paul?
Yeah, he was here. I sent him on an errand.
Okay, thanks.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Played golf?
Golf? Who, you Arnold Palmer now? Where'd you play?
Glen Eagles?
Glen Eagles? That's high class. Well, that set you back.
$32.
32 bucks. They saw you coming. How'd you get there?
I drove.
Drove? Oh, you Mario Andretti all of a sudden? What route you take?
I don't know. I took the 55 to Kingery. Kingery to Bell, Bell to McCart.
Oh, that's way off. You should have took Southwest Highway to 123rd, 123rd to McCarthy. Pop, you're right there. Could have saved you 10 minutes.
And who are you, Rand McNally?
Good one.
Here's your donuts, Tommy.
Beautiful.
So how's the job going, Paul?
Oh, it's okay.
Hey, son, I got an order here.
You know how I made money when I was a kid? Selling Grit, America's family newspaper. In fact, when I was 11, I got my picture in comic books.
I earned enough money to buy a nifty spy camera.
You could conceal it in your palm and photograph documents.
Cool.
Wow, didn't work.
Oh, come on. I got an order here. What documents did you have to photograph?
I'm afraid that's confidential.
Yeah, Bowman. Oh, hi, sweetheart. That's your mother. Comedy! Yeah, so what's up? Yeah, I can get out a little early. All right, I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Hey, you know that church musical Maureen's directing?
I got my ticket.
There seems to be some problem with the set. You think you could lock up tonight?
Love to, but I can't. There's a big luau at the apartment complex. I got to marinate the pig.
Marinate the... Paul!
Yeah, Dad.
I want you to lock up tonight. It's real easy. First of all, wait till everybody leaves. Then, padlock the roll-down doors, okay? Then punch in the 6-digit code on the keypad right outside this door. You follow me? That turns on a magnetic lock. You think you can handle it?
So this thing looks like a snowman. That's an 8, right?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Bob. Putting Little League on hold, are we? So what's up?
I need you to widen the gates of Jerusalem,
How come?
because our lead can't fit through.
That fat guy's playing Jesus?
He's the only decent singer we have.
They ought to rename the show Jesus Christ Butterball.
The Bible didn't say anything about how Jesus looked. He could have been portly.
Hey, if Jesus was as fat as that guy, there would have been some mention of it. Turn water into waffles. He had 3 desserts at the Last Supper, something.
Never mind. So how's Paul doing at work?
He's doing all right. It's nice having him around.
I wish you and Melissa could do something together.
She thinks I'm an idiot.
Come on, give it a try.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Listening to Ram, huh?
Dad, it's R-E-M. Man.
You do that.
I've seen you shower at the Y. You're nothing special. You look like a big toe with glasses.
Good. That's the look I'm going for.
Hey, the door's open. Paul locked up last night, didn't he?
He was sweeping up when I left.
What's this? The security code? What the hell did he leave this out for?
That kid's got no talent for sweeping.
Honest Abe Security Products. Mr. Donahue, hey, listen, sorry about your order. We're having a little problem with our computers. No, they're not down. They're, gone, actually. We had a little break-in last night. Yeah, we use our own product. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. Everyone's a wise guy. All day long I've been listening to your lock company and you got broken into? You got lots of locks. Why don't you put one on the door? Why don't you put one on the door? It took me 8 years to get from the loading dock to this office. With this on my record, I could be stuck here forever.
Hez?
Doesn't anything ever bother you?
What's going on?
Oh, we had a little break-in last night.
How'd they get in?
Well, there are 2 possibilities. One, they could have drunk some shrinky juice and slipped in through the mail slot. Or 2, some bonehead left the security code out in plain sight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. Come here. What the hell happened?
Dad, I'm sorry. I took the card out. When I punched the code in, forgot to put it back in my pocket.
Oh, that's great. How long does it take to punch in a code? What, 3 seconds? What were you thinking? What could have possibly been going through your head?
The Flintstones. The Flintstones. You know how the Flintstones always gave names to celebrities? It sounded like rocks. Like Carey Granite and Marg Rock.
Yeah, Stoney Curtis, I know the bit.
After you left last night, Drew and I wanted to see how many we could think of. And he said, Gina Rockabrigida. And I said, no, I think it was Gina Lola Bridgerock. And we couldn't decide who was right.
Now I'm embarrassed. I didn't think you'd have a good excuse. What am I going to do with you?
Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so stupid.
No, you're not. I wish you were. Then I could say, sure, he screwed up. He's stupid. What are you going to do?
See the point of being good at that stuff. Sweeping floors, stacking boxes. I'm not like you. I don't see myself working in a warehouse.
What do you think I did? You think I sat around when I was your age going, gee, maybe someday I could work in a warehouse. Selling locks. I'm no different than you. I had my dreams. I wanted to be a pro ball player. I wanted to go to college. It wasn't in the cards. Doesn't mean I'm going to do a job halfway. Look, Paul, I hope you get whatever you want out of life. But whatever happens, you got to take pride in what you do.
I'm sorry you didn't get what you wanted.
Who says I didn't? When those dreams didn't come true, I got new dreams. You know what my dream is now? It's to set 3 kids loose on the world that people aren't whispering about behind their backs. Like, whose kid is that? That's Bowman's. Bowman's? Are you kidding me? What a loser. Look at him. That's a shame. And they're such a nice couple.
Well, I feel like I'm never going to live up to your expectations.
Well, that's a good feeling. Hang on to it. Go stack a box. Hey, grab this roll here.
Hi, John.
Tommy? Did I tell you about this thing?
Nope.
You're not a member of this church, are you?
Nope.
What, do you know somebody in the cast?
No, I came to see the show.
You're here to be entertained?
What are you doing here?
Well, my wife directed. I built the sets.
Built the sets. Who are you, Bob Vila?
I'm gonna go sit with my friends.
Sit down. We're all in this together. Okay, I don't care how stupid this play gets. Remember, your mother will recognize your laugh. So either hold it in or change it to a cough fast. Okay, Bob?
Okay, Dad.
How fat is the guy playing Jesus?
Sweating to the oldies fast.
Hey, we say, be cheap.
Hey, man.
I'd like you to meet Lynette, Georgia Peach.
Hi. Can I ask you something? What do you see in this guy?
Drew? Why, looks just like a professional bowler.
Shall we hit the lanes?
Oh, Drew.
Isn't that the boy from Sunday school?
Don't you dare embarrass me.
Okay. Hey, you know, she likes you. Never, they did it again.
That is one big Jesus.
If this was a fight, they'd stop it.
This play bites.
Hey, Dad. I think the cross is tilting.
Get out of here.
No, it's tilting all right. Look, it's 2 minutes past. Oh, 5 minutes.
Jesus, it's too heavy for that thing.
Dad, what kind of bolts did you use?
1/4 inch.
Half-inch would have been safer.
Where did you learn that?
Home improvement.
Don't let him fall. Don't let him fall. Come on, he's playing you.
Come on, Bob, up you go. Bedtime.
You know, you'd think a guy that fat would have bounced.
Hey, Paul. Here,
What's this?
it's your week's pay.
I don't deserve it.
Hey, everybody screws up. I proved that tonight. Go ahead, take it.
You know, Dad, I've been thinking. I want to follow in your footsteps. I'm going to take this money and go buy a snow shovel.
That's great. You know what the secret is? Getting out there early. First
Dad, Dad, I was kidding. I'm not going to buy a shovel.
I knew that.
Night.
Hi, kid.
Night.
Hey there, sweetheart.
What a fiasco. This is going to be the first play in history to get a bad review in the church bulletin.
What? Because of that little tumble? I don't think anybody even noticed.
The guy he landed on sure noticed.
Baby, I'm sorry. It was my fault.
Aw, I'll get over it. Let's go to bed.
Good idea. Hey, tonight you're gonna be shaken, not stirred by the sexiest man alive.
What was that?
This is my Sean Connery.
Stick to Walter Brennan.
Never turns you on, baby. Hey, hang on, I gotta clark the door.
What?
Never mind. I'll be right up.
Rockefeller.
You don't say a celebrity that already has a rock in their name. You take a celebrity and then add a rock to their name.
I understand completely.
Okay, I'll go again. Clint Eastwood.
Sharon Stone.